Ooh, that's better. Hey everyone, welcome to From the Stamp Studio. Let me just finish getting set up, and I so apologize for the delay. I had what I have seen so many others have. Facebook did a change, update kind of thing, and I went to the page and there was no live. I evidently had to change to From the Stamp Studio as opposed to my personal page. So they changed things up. So I'm a little late. I'm sorry about that. But we're all good now. And hey, welcome to, this is Kathy, and I'm coming to you from the Stamp Studio. So welcome to my Stamp Studio. I'm so happy you could join me today. Thank you so much. This has been totally a crazy week. Last week, we had a lovely workshop up at Stillwater in Elkhorn, Wisconsin. It was so much fun. And then there was, I hope you've seen the post, there was, we had a stamp camp. There was a bunch of demonstrators, a whole group of us who are all under Sarah Schuler. And we had a great day stamping all day. It was so much fun. Hi, Barb. Hi, Annette. Thank you so much for joining me. I so appreciate it. And thank you so much for sharing my video. I totally appreciate it. This is how we can make this page grow. So thank you. I really appreciate all your shares. So it's been a crazy, exhausting week. I have a kit class on Friday, and tomorrow I have Paper Pumpkin Day. So I'll tell you more about that in a second. But also what happened today was if you are a demonstrator, you got access to the new mini catalog. To see it for the first time, and oh my gosh, and even more so, my order from Stampin' Up, the nice UPS man, showed up at the same time the mini catalog went live. I mean, oh my goodness, what a conundrum. What do I open first? I mean, what on earth do you do? And the mini catalog won out, and I called Annette here and said, because she is part of my downline, part of my team. It's so exciting. I'm like, oh my goodness, you have got to look at this catalog with me. It is so wonderful and amazing. And even more so, Celebration is coming out at the same time. Now, this will be available to demonstrators starting next week. To customers, you can't purchase from it until August. If you'd like a catalog, let me know and I can send you one. If you'd like to be purchasing from it before August or to see it before August, join my team. There will be really good reasons to join next week. So that's how you can do all that. If you want to get your hands on this little catalog today, so you can start shopping first thing next week, join today. And that's how we can do that. It's really great. And just so you know, this is really not just holiday, and especially Celebration. When I looked at it, I couldn't believe how many items coordinated with annual catalog stuff. I thought that was just great. The annual catalog is not history. We don't jump from June right into December. There is just a host of things to do between now and then. And I love them all. And this catalog is beautiful. And look at the cover. I'm like, I can't wait. I can't wait for next week. Major. So that was my fun there. And then we have all sorts of things to tell you about. So I've mentioned before the Dandy Garden special. I've mentioned my snail special. If you don't remember what they are, look on Facebook, look on Instagram, look on FromTheStampStudio.com. So all the information is there for ordering, because there are still all sorts of ways you can get extra product and extra kits when you order using the host code. Don't ever forget to add the host code, because that's part of how we can do this. It makes it affordable, so we can do it. So remember that. But even more so, here's the best news of the week. Stampin' Up announced, I think it was yesterday. Can't remember if it was yesterday, but on Thursday, this Thursday, one day only, that, and I have 2 different host codes up. Dang, 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 dang. I think this is the right host code. I will check. I will put that in the comments. I am so sorry. I just noticed there's 2 different ones here. Let me find out what the right one is. Ugh! But Thursday, free shipping. Free shipping. That's like saving 10% on your order, because shipping, once you hit $70, is 10% of your order. It's only on orders over $50. So a $50 order would actually have $6.95 in shipping. So we're talking US, we're talking, you know, shipping. So $6.95, which would be even a savings more than 10%. So this is amazing. And one of the things, and so I really want to start talking to you today about Paper Pumpkin. Tomorrow, up in Elkhorn, we have Paper Pumpkin Day. It's so much fun. There's a whole group of us. We gather. Would love to have you join us. Please contact me about joining it. Joining us up in Elkhorn if you're local enough to be able to do that. But we have fun, and we don't let our paper pumpkins languish, because they are too much fun to languish and not get loved. And we bring them because it's quick and easy to bring, and we share ideas for how to do alternatives. It's a really, really fun day. So contact me if you'd like to come to that. And then the new Paper Pumpkin. So we're going to talk today about this month's Paper Pumpkin. June, isn't that a gorgeous box? Oh, God, totally gorgeous. I can't wait to show it all to you. But you can start signing up now for next month's Paper Pumpkin. And the reason, one of the things really to subscribe now, subscribe on Thursday and get free shipping. Get 6 months of Paper Pumpkin with free shipping. You could do that on Thursday only. So, yeah, I think Paper Pumpkin is totally the way to go right now. So, and this kit looks fun. Very outdoorsy. Totally went hiking yesterday, a ton. Found the highest point in glaciated Illinois. How do you like that one? It was very distinctive, because I know the highest point in Illinois is over in Galena. But the highest point, I guess, created by a glacier is over in McHenry. In Alden Township, Annette. So hope you guys know that. I thought that was very, very cool. Excuse me a second. I'm going to take a little sip of chai. So there is my excitement. So my new Paper Pumpkin came this week with its gorgeous box. And before I even open it, I'm going to point out here that it coordinates with the Expressions in Ink suite. Let me just grab the catalog here. It's on the cover. This is the suite on the cover. I told you this is my favorite suite long before this Paper Pumpkin came out. Totally my favorite suite. Look at this. It has the most beautiful stamps that stamp gorgeously. It has dies, not only these dies, but I take some of the bigger dies that don't really coordinate with the stamps. These cutout stamps, these dies work on their own. And I wanted you to see them. This was the other reason I was a little late, was because I thought I would try real quick to cut them out, and look how fast we could make a card. Yes, beautiful black piece of paper card. But look at these 2 dies. When they're cut out, you just plunk that on a beautiful card. And I didn't get to punching this all out. Throw this in here. And I was thinking you could have a card so quickly. You could do just the one and have a little sentiment, or you could do this with a sentiment. And yeah, still coming out. Look at how elegant and quick that would be. And pop a little, I bet you I have one of my many messages sentiments already right here. I have a little one. Look at that. Bingo, card. Card done. Maybe throw a little ribbon in, or throw in some of the beautiful, these are called Expressions in Ink Ephemera Pack. And ephemera, as people keep asking, means kind of, I should look it up and get you the actual definition, but when I've done collage art, you get ephemera packs. Ephemera packs are a little bit of this and a little bit of that. Oftentimes, like when I was collaging, they would have pieces of paper from books. You wouldn't buy the whole book. You'd have like a picture with an image or a page with text. This one has these beautiful gold leaves, berries, these beautiful little cutouts. And if we emptied it right here, well, let's not empty it. Let's do this. You know, we could probably do something like this. Ooh, wait. Where'd my green one go? Here. Pretend my green one is done. Put this here. This is just me playing. Just to give you some quick ideas of how quickly you can create a really beautiful card. I hope that's just helpful, because I wanted to show you how beautiful this suite is, because I totally love it. And what the other part that I love, I mean, not one part of the suite do I not love. I mean, I know it sounds crazy, but I swear the paper is the most beautiful paper I have ever seen Stampin' Up! Do. Ooh, sorry, is that really annoying to open that? And so I wanted to show you the paper again so you could see, look at the gold on there. It's all based on alcohol inks with metallics going through. The colors, it's got jade. Let me get you the colors. Just Jade, Evening Evergreen, Magenta Madness. I was going to say magic. Mint Macaron, Pale Papaya, Pear Pizzazz. So there we go. Pear Pizzazz, Polished Pink, Shaded Spruce, and of course white. So they pull together and they are just stunning. Just beautiful. The simpler side, but still gorgeous. And you're going to see in the Paper Pumpkin how these papers coordinate. Now, I believe these papers may even be on the non-orderable right now. Look at that. Even though this isn't the gold side, those two colors are just gorgeous together. The Pale Papaya and the Magenta Madness. Oh, polished pink in there probably. Look at this one. Oh, I'm sorry. I just drool over these. I think they are so gorgeous. And I wanted the more florally side. So anyway, I do believe that these may be very difficult to get right now, but in our Paper Pumpkin, and this one, oh my God, sorry, I really do drool over these papers. I just think they're beautiful. So I wanted to make sure you saw them again, because especially if you got a Paper Pumpkin, if you didn't get a Paper Pumpkin, either way, if you don't have this yet, think about, this is a great thing to get on Thursday when you can get it with free shipping. Also remember that our last chance sale is still going on. So think about it. Something's 50% off and then there's free shipping on top of that. So like saving another 10%. This is really Thursday is a good time to be shopping, I think. So I wanted to show you that because it works with this. I'm going to make some alternatives with this. Not today. Today we're doing a very simple, we're going to do it right out of the box, and show you what's in the box. I've barely had time to open it because it's been that kind of crazy week. This month came with not one, but two. And if you haven't gotten yours yet, I don't know if you want to see this. You may want to save this for later. I know people don't like to have it spoiled, but I think by this point, most people should have it, I believe. But two in colors. And if you don't know what in colors mean, is they're only available for a 2-year stint. You know, they're very trendy, beautiful colors. And they're two of my favorites, Evening Evergreen and Bumblebee. So really great colors, especially Evening Evergreen. It's just a really, to me, it's like a new neutral. It goes with everything. And in here, you also get, so you get dimensionals, you get some glue dots. Those are always super, super handy. Look at that, some beautiful sequins that are kind of like the sequins in the ephemera pack. So you're getting like a taste of this. And then you can expand on it with the suite. And if you don't have like a die cutting machine, I thought, well, isn't this great? Because you'll see there's die cut things in here. So you could work with the stamps and the papers and still feel like that sense of die cutting. But yeah, beautiful there. And some beautiful evening evergreen twine. I thought that was really great because we love that. And then we have this gorgeous stamp set, which mimics, I don't want to say mimics, it enhances, it plays with, it coordinates with this. And it coordinates with this. And someone asked me if this stamp and image coordinated with that die cut. And sadly, that it does not, but I think they coordinate together. You could play with it. You could have, if you had this on the outside, have this on the inside. Maybe have sections or a repeat of this. I think there's some ideas. My brain's kind of going for alternatives. I think you could play with them. This would very nicely work underneath here and add that splash of color underneath. And there's some great sentiments. You are amazing. Thanks for everything. Sending hugs, always one of my favorite sentiments. Many and congratulations. So many thanks, many congratulations. There we go. So set this back over here. We have our stamps. Caught that all coordinated so nicely, and you'll see how this coordinated. So we have some labels with the evening evergreen. We have, catch these are so beautiful. I haven't had these out yet. I do think I need glasses before I rip them though. I've just been looking at them. Look, these are based on the papers that I just showed you, but they are die cuts. So if you didn't get this kit, I think you could get the paper and die cut it. You wouldn't have the same die cut, but what if you took the paper and die cut it with that leaf die that I just had? You know, you could do kind of that same feeling. So it's giving you more ideas, or you could cut this out of something else. Say I took this piece. I have so many ideas for alternatives, which I hope to be able to play with tomorrow at Paper Pumpkin Day up in Elkhorn. So again, I am cutting this out. There we go. Because I had cut. I'm looking for that die cut that I had half a second ago. Yeah, it's gone, people. Really? One black piece of paper and die cut. Well, okay, have to use our imagination. How do I already lose it? But I was thinking that Just Jade leaf that I had, if you mix it with this leaf, or even a part of this leaf, I think it could be really beautiful. So I think it would add just a little more oomph to everything and give you some other ideas. So, okay. But, so if that was Just Jade, and we pulled some of that in, it would look like that. I think we could do something with that. I think that would be really pretty. So, there we go. There are multiple pages of these, so you can do lots of them. There are, check these out. These are really beautiful. So that same leaf, the same leaf that's in here, they've got it on vellum. Oh, you can see that. I'm looking up at the screen. You can totally see that. I think that's very beautiful. So I think that is going to work wonderfully together. And luckily there are a few of these. I'm actually really hoping they have refills of this kit, because I think I want to play with it so much. Some more little labels. Beautiful, more papers. So real similar to those other papers. There's more of those. We have a bunch of very simple envelopes in 2 sizes. So we're going to be making note cards and full-size cards. I'm going to set those over here. Some evening evergreen card bases already cut and scored. So you don't have a die cutting machine. You don't have this other stamp set. Don't worry. Everything you need to make the cards I'm about to show you are in here. Is in here. And that's what makes it so great. This is a great set for beginners all the way up through advanced, because you can just do so much with it. You can and these will make absolutely stunning cards, because I'll show you the pictures of them in a second. We have that. Let's pull the last of them out. Presuming I haven't lost the instructions. No, thankfully I have not lost the instructions. Look at this. And we have 3 languages. So Debbie gets her Danke. I get my merci and thanks. And look at, there's that flower again. Now, does that flower coordinate with the die? Let's see. So there, Debbie, that answers your question. This flower on the vellum is exactly the same as the die cut. So that's very cool. And I'm sure we'll come up with things. There's a couple pages, 3 pages of that, as well as some bumblebee bases. And what's really nice is the bases are white on the inside. Let me fold these so that we don't have to go and put another white sheet. You know, this is, if you want to keep this simple, that's one of the great things about these. You can make a bunch of cards quick and fast. So now let me show you the cards. Can you see what the cards look like? They're so pretty. We're going to make a couple of them. That's my game plan today. And also, if you haven't seen, I think with last month's Paper Pumpkin and with the new kit collection, instructions have gotten so much easier. So we're going to follow these instructions and see how easy they are. I wanted you to see also on the back, here's all the pieces laid out, all the coordinating colors. So if I want to play with this, and if I'm going to like Paper Pumpkin Day, what I usually do is I look at these coordinating colors. I grab the coordinating stamp set. If there is one. Sometimes with Paper Pumpkin there isn't, but usually there's something I want to coordinate with it. And then I grab the colors that are in there. I make sure, I usually grab all the inks and I grab all the papers. And that's me. That's so I can play with it. And here's some of the alternatives that they have done. They've used our new bags. Look at how beautiful that is. Here it's a combination of stamped. I think this one is really, really pretty too. And here they're using that ephemera pack mixed in with it. So many things you can do. So I'm going to set this all to the side, just right here. And I'm going to do you guys have a favorite card you want me to do first? Is there one of these you want to do first? Because I'm leaning towards the Fresh Freesia one, the beautiful purples. Do you have a choice? If you tell me the other one, I'm happy to do it. But I'm going to start with the Fresh Freesia, and we're going to walk through and see just how easy this is to do. So it starts, and can I keep that here? We don't need this. We are actually going to move this to my left side because there's a little more space over here. Oh, and remember too, with your first Paper Pumpkin, you get a block. It is a block very similar, and it's right here. Here it is, to the D block. This is the block that comes with your first Paper Pumpkin. It's really nice. It's perfectly acceptable. But I strongly suggest, as soon as you can, to upgrade yourself to Stampin' Up's block, and that's why. Just a little more depth so your fingers don't get into the ink, and it has this lovely grippy thing. It's grooved. like that, very technical. It's grooved so you can have your fingers in there, and it keeps your fingers from getting into the ink a little better and is a little easier to hold. But this will totally work for you to start out. Don't think we all didn't start there. So we start not with this, but with this beautiful purple base. And if you don't have a bone folder, use a butter knife to kind of, they're already scored. You don't really have to, but you get that crisper look if you kind of give it a bone fold. It'll just be crisper and lie a little flatter. And then it tells me right here to apply the vellum die cut. So let's get one of these out. And I'm actually very nervous. Okay, they come out really easy. I was so afraid. It's like, am I going to rip this? I don't want to rip it. It's so beautiful. What do you guys think so far of this kit? Do you agree? It's just the most gorgeous. This whole suite is gorgeous. I'm so glad to have more to play with the suite. I hope you agree. I just think it's beautiful. So that goes there. But it looks like first you do some string, and it actually says 26 inches. And they give you this lovely measurement right here. And they say 26 inches of the string. Those are millimeters, aren't they? Here's the inches. So, and look, I can add 9, 18, and 8. And we have 26. My mom would be so proud of me. There we go. Okay. So I think first we take this and we wrap it around a few times. Two, come on. Come on, wrap a little more. Pull around here. Okay. Come here. Are we not going tight? There we go. Okay, I followed their directions and this will work. But honestly, I'm going to grab a glue dot. I would give yourself a little bit more. I think for me, the easiest way to make a bow is to have lots of, I believe you need lots of extra ribbon. And when you have that little extra there, you have enough room to maneuver. If you skimp on it, you can't maneuver to get the bow made. And that's kind of my problem right now, but that's okay. If this doesn't work, we're going to add a bow onto it. Because to me, this is hard. This is when bow making is hard, when I don't have enough room to pull it through. Okay, not doing that. We're going to double knot it. We're going to grab some more, and I'm going to show you. When you take a chunk like this to make a bow, it's much easier than making a bow without having that extra gap in there. When I have that extra gap in there, then I can easily come around like this, pull it through, not lose my loops. Now we've got our bow. We're going to adjust the loops to where we like them, which I don't think they have to be very big to be pretty. Come on, untwist. Doesn't everyone talk to their bows? Come on. And that one could be a little bit smaller too. There we go. And we're just going to snip it a little. And I'm actually going to leave it with this little extra bit. I think that'll be pretty. I'm going to use another glue dot right here. I'm actually going to grab the Quick Pick tool, that little pointy edge. And I'm hoping that'll make this little glue dot, yeah, come off so much faster. Do, 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 do. Here we go. Okay, there we go. I think that's pretty. Then it tells us to use 3 glue dots with this, and really they're only telling us to use the glue dots over here, over on this part. Can you see that? Sorry, move that over here. They're actually giving us those instructions now. This is how easy they are making this. So something like this. Come on. There we go. Helps if I'm not doing it on top of the bow. So Annette, Barb, I know both of you have had access to the new catalog. Are you as excited as I am by it? I'm like so super excited. Let's see, this goes here like this and like this. No, like this and like this. There we go. Then instead of using the stamp here, the Stampin' Spots, I'm going to use this. The full-size ink pad. You don't have to. It works fine to use a Stampin' Spot. It tells me to do this right here. I'm going to grab my block, use the You Are Amazing. And the easiest way to get it straight, put it straight down on your grid paper. You know, Stampin' Up! Does, you don't have to be a demonstrator to get grid paper. If you put it there, then it goes, you know, you make sure your block is straight. Then this is straight. It's all going to come out straight. Now, I'm just going to stamp this over here just to make sure it stamps well. Oh, yeah, perfectly. You could put some padding underneath there, but that stamps so perfectly, I don't think I have to. I do need to move that out of my way. There we go. You notice that tap, 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 just lightly tap. And then I don't press hard down, but I hold it down. I might run my fingers across to make sure it all makes contact with the paper. Give it a second, and then you can pull it off. Perfect. Love that. Close this baby up. And then it's telling me over here to put 2 dimensionals. These are lovely full-size dimensionals. Don't put them on the front, though, of the card. Put them on the back of the tag. The label. Label. There's the right word. And this goes right here next to this gorgeous bow that I did. It helps to hold that all on. And then it shows right here to use 5 of the sequins. It even shows you 2 here, 2 here, and 1 over here. We can handle this. One down here. And actually, sometimes for the sequins, do you ever use this little paddle handle there? I think that's helpful. 2 here. I really like that they're showing me where to put the sequins, because honestly, the hardest part for me is understanding where to put sequins, rhinestones, all those little doodaddy things. I'm not very good at that. So this hopefully will help me get better. Ta-da! What do you think? Straighten it. There we go. 1 card. And if I wasn't yabbering, super fast to make. And I think it's just beautiful. Just really beautiful. So with that, I think that's fast enough. I thought I would make one more for you because it's fun. And I was actually going to jump, not to the green one, but I really wanted to make this one. I thought it was really pretty. So let's not have it upside down. Go here, and it starts with the Bumblebee base. See, it is scored. You don't have to use a bone folder. But when you do, it'll just lay flatter. And it uses the that pretty vellum with the leaves on it. Oh my God, I so already want a refill for this. Please tell me there'll be refills. I looked yesterday. I don't think I looked this morning yet. Keep your fingers crossed. Has anyone noticed? Has anybody looked to see if there's a refill yet? Because trust me, that will be getting ordered on Thursday. If it's available, it will be ordered. So they're showing me to put 4 glue dots in a diamond shape right here in the center. And the reason they're telling me to do this like this is because it's going to get, those glue dots will get hidden by the die cuts that are going on top. So that's why it's really helpful, I think, for them to show me where to put it, because they know where they are putting the die cuts to hide it. So here we go. Are you all enjoying this weather as much as I am, by the way? It's not too hot. It's not too cold. We stayed outside until after 10 o'clock last night. And even then it was like, oh my goodness. Plus it was the longest day of the year yesterday. So at 10 o'clock, it really wasn't that dark. And it was just nice. We actually put the little fire thingy, it's just a little gas fire thing, and got our comfy chairs and our books, and oh, it was nice last night. Okay, so these 3 lay on here. This goes like this, and each one gets a glue dot on the back. We can handle this. Even if you have never done this before, tell me you can't handle this here. And you can get cards done for your friends, for whoever, and they just look so much special, so special. And when I think about, like, when I go to the store to buy them and the cost, and I could never find the right sayings, I really did hate buying cards before. Am I the only one like that? I didn't like, I don't know, I shouldn't slam cards. I don't mean to slam cards, but they were always like putting people down and telling them they were getting old, and I didn't really like doing that. But I also have always loved stamping, so it's really fun to me. I get in a zone. It's really relaxing. So yeah, the whole concept of the 2 going together, they're like little mini pieces of art, little paintings. And it doesn't take much to make something beautiful. And I also think they're just filled with that much more love. Do you guys feel this way? Like, when I'm making a card for someone, I'm thinking about them the whole time I'm making the card. And that thinking of them and having them in my mind, I don't know, there's something really special about that. I think a lot. This looks like it goes like this. And it makes those cards extra special. Come on, it didn't come up yet. There it is. So this goes like this. Did I not get this quite centered? I can arrange that a little bit more up here, I think, was my problem. And these were, I think this one, that goes there, that goes there. I think this is okay. And this goes here. There we go. Now they're saying 12 inches of string. Can I just do that with this here? The measurements are right here. I could do that there, but really I have it on my grid paper. And so we go right there to 12 inches, and I did give myself a little bit extra. Hopefully, you know, if I run out of string, I do have evening evergreens. I have 2 gorgeous evening evergreens from the annual catalog that I could substitute. You know, look at that one. This one is the Open Weave Evening Evergreen, and it would look just as stunning here. You know, you could put that in. So I'm really not worried about running out. Let me show you this other one. Sorry, I'm reaching way over here into my storage. That's evidently too far away. I work in a cockpit. I call this my cockpit, kind of. I just have everything. I like to work with everything right at hand, which is probably why my desk is always overflowing with stuff. But look at this. This is the chevron weave. I think that's really pretty too. So you could use either of these just as well. So don't go skimpy on this stuff. You know, right now we're following and we're doing it exactly the way they're telling us, which is lovely and fine, but don't worry about if you run out, because there are other ways to make these cards and they will all be equally as beautiful. So let's see, they've got a fancy dancy way. The string goes like this, it comes around, it goes like this. It's a beautiful flourish. I'm going to try doing it. It goes like this. I think this is great because I think you learn new techniques by doing this too. Don't you guys think? Like, okay, I haven't done flourishes like this with my string, so let's try it. It gives me new ideas. There we go. We can trim this because yes, I did cut a little extra and evidently didn't need it there. Okay, now we need a label. Handy dandy, punch it out. We're still using Bumblebee, except we are now going to do congratulations. I had some friends get married over the weekend. This might be a really nice card for them. I also know people are graduating right now. This could be a really nice card. Okay, let's remember how we did this. We put this straight right here. Come on, go straight. We made sure our black was straight, lined it up with the grid. There we go. That just keeps it straight. I'm going to keep this lined up with the grid. And everything. And then it should all come out straight. I hope. I'm not always the best at that. Here we go. Tap, 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 and hold it down. I run my finger across. Voila! And they're telling me put this on with 2 dimensionals. Okay, anybody see my dimensionals? They're there. So I love this. Especially, I don't know, are a lot of you traveling this summer? I think people are starting to open up and travel. And what I do find, Paper Pumpkin is really a nice, quick, easy thing to travel with. It's a great thing to gather with friends with, as we're doing tomorrow at Paper Pumpkin Day. You know, we meet up at a coffee shop with some friends, and this is easy. I don't have to bring my entire studio. And so I love these things. And when they are this beautiful, we're going to use 5 sequins. 2 go over here. So I am strongly, can you tell, I am strongly suggesting, if you are not currently a subscriber, to subscribe on Thursday, when you can get a little better deal out of it, and try it out. And understand too, there are always, this is what I always want people to know about subscribing. You can always suspend it for a month, 2 months, 3 months. They always give sneak peeks, various sneak peeks like this one. For next month, look, here's a sample of one of the cards. I personally think that's a really beautiful card. I'm very outdoorsy and naturey. Maybe you're not. Well, then say, okay, I don't want that one. And they'll hold it. They won't charge you for it. Your subscription will just be suspended. And the following month, they will send you the paper pumpkin. You see you don't like that one? Just suspend it again. But really, you're going to like them. Look at that. That's gorgeous. And then we come up with so many alternatives, and there are so many alternatives out there that, like, how can you not find something that you absolutely adore? And easy. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4. There's 2 right here. It's 6. 1, 2, no, 5. 1 down there. 5. Perfect. Ta-da! Isn't that pretty? Pretty, pretty, pretty cards. So I don't think I'll make you sit through a third one. I think that's probably enough for today. You got the idea of how gorgeous this kit is. And, you know, I really think it's gorgeous. I think there's plenty of more gorgeous kits coming out there. There always are. So remember, on Thursday, it's free shipping. It's the last chance deal. And thank you. Thank you so much for taking some time out and spending it with me today. I really, 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 really super appreciate it. Have a great day. It's gorgeous out. Enjoy it. Yeah, have a great one. Take care. Bye-bye.